If you put in the time, you got imagination, and you got drive and will, and you want to know how to do things, you can make this thing happen. Today I'm in Chattanooga, Tennessee to check out Midtown Lawn Care, owned by my homie Alex, AKA Mow It Wells. We're gonna go through his trucks, his trailer, see his shop, see all the equipment he got, so that we can give you some ideas on how you can win in life here in the green industry. Let's go. And here he is. What's going on with you, homie?
Man, what's good, bro?
I like the hoodie. My wife went there. She came home with some with some slippers.
Man, bro, you'll leave there with some stuff you didn't even know you wanted. I just had to get a hoodie, man, because it's so iconic.
No doubt. Well, this is my homie Alex Wells, who I met down at Equip Expo, but through social media. We're gonna do a shop tour with him today. So before we get started, Alex, tell us how many crews you got, how many employees are you working with, trucks and all of that we'll go over later.
So peak mowing season, we run 2 crews. We got a commercial crew and a residential crew. The commercial crew runs 3 guys, and then the residential crew runs 2 guys. During the summer last year, like peak mowing, we actually had a 4-man crew for the commercial crew. And then if a guy called out, that kind of helped us, you know, move some guys around. So 2 crews. A couple years ago, we were running 3, and it was just crazy hectic, and my numbers really weren't right. We did a lot in revenue, but the profits weren't great, so we kind of downsized, made all our clients go full contract. You know, I preach that all the time.
Tell us what made you get into lawn care.
Okay, cool. So my grandpa ran a small operation, 2 crews for probably like 15 years, and we rented the house that he worked under, so we had a two-car garage, and he ran his business out of it, so I grew up around it. Then my uncle started one, and when I left there, he had 42 employees. He just sold his company like 2.5 years ago. Don't know what he sold it for, but I imagine it was a lot of money. A big, huge company out of Kentucky bought him out, and they did like 10 mil last year.
That's wild.
Yeah. Well, in Chattanooga.
One thing you told me was someone told you how long it was going to take you to start your own
business. Bruh.
Tell us about that a little bit.
Man, look. So I was mowing one day, saw this guy, I was doing an estimate. This dude pulled up on me. He was like, "You doing an estimate here?" I was like, "Yeah." And it was one, it had steps, so you had to carry the push mower up there. So I was like, "Man, I'm not even finna do the estimate." So he was like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna do it either, blah, blah." So talked to him for a few minutes, you know, got to know him, you know, 10, 15 minutes or whatever. And then he was mowing my neighbor's house. We had just moved into our house that we bought in 2016, and he was mowing. So he came up there and we started talking or whatever, and talking about business, and he was like, "Yeah, it's gonna probably take you 5 or 6 years before you could quit your job." You know, that's how long it took me, because at the time I was just cutting on the weekends and after work. And this was March. Man, I quit my job by April. I was out of there. So clearly he was doing something wrong, and to this day he's still, I see him all the time, it's him and maybe a helper or him by himself. So he ain't cracked the code. And you know, I still talk to him or whatever, and but you know, I just wasn't gonna let him project what happened to him on me, because I was like, 5 years is crazy. There's no way. Right. No way. So my business was bigger than his after the first year. Yeah. And now it's, you know, I don't have a big business, but you know, I'm doing better than he is.
No doubt, man. That's the reason I wanted him to tell you that story, is because so many times we allow people to put their fears and their experiences on us. We want to share experience that help you understand that it does not take long. If you put in the time, you got imagination, and you got drive and will, and you want to know how to do things, you can make this thing happen as quick as he did. It only took a year, but now we're gonna get to the trucks and all of that good stuff. Let's go.
This is the commercial cruise truck. It's a 2018 Nissan Titan, 4-wheel drive. As you can see, it's beat up, man. Had somebody turn the, you know, had a little turn too tight, man. The trailer hit into it, but you know, it's a work truck. It's a great truck, man. I bought it right before COVID happened, so I got a really, really good deal on it. Really good deal. But yeah, this is it, man. The commercial crew truck. So this is what we use to pull the leaf vac and the dump trailer when we're doing mulch or cleanups and all that. And then over here we got a 2000 Chevy diesel Isuzu.
Chevy diesel Isuzu?
Well, you know,
yeah, I know
but you know what I'm saying. Because if you don't say Isuzu, they're like, "What? That's an Isuzu," but it's a Chevy type, you know. Anyway, but yeah, this is a diesel. This is our backup truck for our other actual Isuzu that's inside. But we use this for like trimming and mulch and stuff like that. but it works as a great backup truck. I pay cash for this. All my trucks are paid off, so that's a huge burden off of my shoulders, because, you know, especially as you're growing, you want to, you know, the profit margins got to be, you know, you don't want them too thin, so you don't want to have all these payments. So everything's paid off but 2 of the mowers, which obviously 0%, so that's okay. Then we got the 6x12, I think, dump trailer. We literally just took the leaf box off last week, so you would have saw the whole leaf setup with the vac. So we mount the vac right here. We got this welder to weld all this on, and then this can actually come off. That way the hose comes off right here. So that's where we set the vac to do all the leaf vacs.
It's a sure track trailer.
Yeah, yep.
I like it. I'm in the market myself for a dump trailer this year.
It's crazy how high they are now. I got this for COVID too.
I like the mount thing up here on the front, because I don't want to put mine on the doors in the back.
Man.
So this is a good idea for anyone who has a dump trailer. Maybe you are mounting it on the door. Did you have to get an extended tongue to have this?
No, that's all. That's all. The only thing they did was make this removable. That way the vac hose can come off right there.
Because once you hook this up to the truck, it just stays on?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. They wouldn't, the company that I got to do the fabrications, they wouldn't mount the leaf vac on the back. They were like, it's too heavy. They was like, we can just put it right here, and it would be more safe right here. You're not gonna back into anything. So I see a lot of guys mount it on the back. I don't know how they do that, but you know, whatever.
Yeah, I'm definitely going this route this year, because your boy was struggling with the leaves this year without having my dump truck that I got rid of. But you got one more truck over here. We're gonna show you that one.
The Mow It Wells truck.
The Mow It Wells truck. Well, he has 2 more trucks over here. We'll show you both of those next. Let's go. This is something I was excited to see, Alex, was how you had your ramp rack set up. So.
Yep. So we got the ramp rack. Purchased that obviously from theramprack.com. It comes on like 2 or 3 different pallets, and you just basically comes with the instructions. You put it on there, and we got the green touch racks. We got the 2 position weed eater, 1 blower, and then we got the headache rack up here. So that, man, if you're gonna get a ramp rack, go ahead and pay the little extra money to get that, because you want the shelf. Trust me, we use it a lot. And this is perfect for a 2-man crew for like smaller residentials, because you can put a walk behind and a push mower on there, and you're just able to get out, especially tight neighborhoods like in downtown areas.
How easy is it to lift the gate? Is the gate
you do
easy?
it with your hand.
Can we do it?
It's all spring loaded. Yeah, so what I do, normally, I got on J's today, so I'm not gonna do it, but I just put I'll do it, don't matter. Put my foot right there and lift it up.
Yeah, bro, this is, I definitely want one of these, because I heard that you can put a 52 on here if you back it up.
Yeah, you can.
And then get a 32 or 36 in the front, and then.
But this truck's only a 1500, so.
Yeah.
We've done, like, we put 2 walk behinds on here before and it did fine, but we did like if you do just a 52, you can't really fit the walk behind. But this is an 8-foot bed too, so that's as much space as you're gonna get. Right. But man, it's great, especially like if you're solo and just starting out and you got the extra money. Instead of pulling a trailer, bro,
whenever I first started, this wasn't an option yet. So
no.
I've been seeing them around. There's like one person, I think, in Pittsburgh I see drive around that has this, and I'm looking to be the second, because I'm tired of pulling a trailer and I want to start a second crew myself. So this is why I like doing these shop tours, man, because I get to see how other people are operating, and this is why I like doing them, so you could see how other people are operating. There's a lot of different options that you got. When you get into this stuff, trailers, enclosed trailers, now ramp rack systems. So this is awesome. But we got one more truck to show, which is my homie, this bad boy.
We still got
right
the
here.
Isuzu, but we got this. This is my baby right here.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about this.
Man, so this is the hoop truck, bro. So I saw on Instagram or TikTok the hoop bus, and I was like, man, that's so fire, bro. Like, they were driving this big bus around. You probably seen it online, and they were just like pulling up on people and hooping. And I was like, how could I do that, but obviously not have a school bus? So, man, I just got to thinking, drew some designs out, and came up with this. So this basically folds out and then can go all the way up to 10 feet. So it goes from like 7 feet to 10 feet. And we do like birthday party events, tailgating events, school events, corporate events, all type of different stuff, man.
This thing is wild. Entrepreneurship, man. Once you get into lawn care, then you just start to branch out and do other things. That to come up with this is a whole another business now.
Yeah.
You know, that's fire, bro.
Yeah, this is the 03 Isuzu. I bought this one, how many years ago? Probably like 5 years ago, something like that. So this is like the second truck that we got after the Titan. But this is what the residential crew uses.
These things are so dope.
Yeah, and this one's got high sides. So this is like a custom build. Whoever I bought it from, I actually bought this from my uncle. He got the 3-foot sides and both sides let down because they use this for landscaping. So it was a landscaping truck. Like, they didn't really mow off of it, but you could put way more mulch on here because the sides are so high.
Yeah, that's fire.
Yeah.
This is a dope shop.
Appreciate
Alex
it.
is well organized, I see.
No, Keith is. This is our general manager, Keith. He's the one that
How
keeps
you doing,
everything.
Keith? What's
Keeps
going on
everything
with you, bro?
organized, man.
What's your name?
Cornell, nice to meet you, bro.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah,
Wow, I was gonna get that from Dick's Sporting Goods before we got the tonal.
yeah, we got that, man. So get a little. It's too cold right now, but yeah, during the summer we get it in. So over here we keep like the back, the leaf box, all the wood for that, and then down the side right here, then the leaf vac, obviously. Then we got all our wheelbarrows, put like seed and stuff up there, fertilizer, some extra pipes and stuff. That goes storage up there.
What's this thing?
Tarps, aerator. Yeah, we just got that. So he just dropped off our other aerator. It was like one of those Ryan stand-on ones. Mm-hmm. But every year it would break. Something would go wrong on it. So I'm parting ways with it. We're getting it fixed and I'm selling it. And then we're going with this because it just hooks onto the back of a walk behind.
Nice.
Yeah.
And
So
I was about to say it looks brand new.
yeah, it ain't even been used yet. Yeah. So we just got that a couple weeks ago. Blade sharpener, all the blades. That's what he's putting new blades on for the season on all the mowers.
When do you guys start mowing?
Usually the first week of March, depending on rain, because we get a lot of rain all through February and March. So, but typically first week of March. Man, I rode by some yards the other day, some of our commercial properties that already need mowed, like some weeds popping up and stuff like that. Because it got really, really warm here the last couple of weeks. Like it was in the 70s. It was crazy.
Well, speaking of mowers, let's go over all these doggone mowers you got.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So we got the 30-inch Skag push mower. I do not recommend it. Nobody likes it. It's too heavy.
Too heavy?
Yeah. They do have the new wheels where you can change these out where they're not fixed, where they're the swivel so you could turn it, which would probably be way better. But nobody likes it at all. So we don't even use it. So it's just there. The 21 Fire is great. The Skag 21, the only bad thing about it is you got to do each individual wheel.
Oh, okay.
That sucks. But
yeah.
I mean, they don't really have to change heights too often, but that does kind of suck. And then we got whatever this is, just a little
Toro
Ace Hardware
or something?
Yeah, just a little Ace Hardware mower. We got the 52 V-Ride 2, and we got 4 48-inch Skag walk behinds. One of these, the middle one, that's the electric start one. With the dual wheels. I don't even remember what the name of these grass flaps are.
That is the advanced shoot, I think.
Yeah. So we got them on. Some of the mowers have them, some of them don't. One of these mowers is this one is basically a parts mower now.
Okay.
This thing's super old.
I've never seen any of these in person before. You recommend those?
These?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Heck yeah, man. So we keep the holder right here, the little
okay.
whatever that thing's called, the garbage thing. But obviously on the walk behind it's not as useful because you can't just do it one-handed, so you got to still lock it all up. But yeah, definitely having this, because especially at commercial properties, you're gonna have a lot of trash, man. So instead of like putting it in your pockets or under the wheel or wherever, you know how guys do, stack it up all through the mower, just throw it in here and then you can empty it out. So yeah, we love these things, man.
I'm gonna have to grab one of them.
What are they called? The garbage goats, I think.
Yeah.
Or something. This is my very first walk behind from 2017.
How many hours?
1,381.
Sheesh, 1,300.
Is that a lot? I don't even know if that's a lot.
I don't know either. But you got a whole bunch of mowers though.
Yeah,
so
it still runs.
Yeah. Let's go over the trailer now. You got more mowers on the damn trailer.
The 61, I think. This is the newest one. These two are the newest V-Ride 2s. So these are the ones that we have payments on. But this is the 61, that's another 52. And then that's the backup, and then all these walk behinds are backups because one of these goes on there, and then that stand-on goes on that truck.
So how many accounts do you have since you got all these mowers?
Hell, I don't know. I never counted them. I knew you were gonna ask me, and I was gonna count them, But then I was like, it's kind of irrelevant. I mean, it's cool to say how many you got, but you could have one apartment complex and only, you could have 10 apartment complexes and have a pretty nice sized business. I really don't know how many we have, honestly.
Do you focus more on commercial or residential?
Both. I like commercial more for long term, but residential, you're gonna get a lot more loyalty from them unless they move or pass away.
Yeah.
So you're gonna keep that customer way longer. Commercial, they could get a new maintenance person or whoever's in charge of the account and they could just go with somebody else because they already had somebody or something like that. So there's a lot more turnover, especially businesses that switch like operations managers and stuff like that. Yeah. But you know.
What kind of trailer is this? Superline.
Yeah, I think it's a 7. I think it's
16.
7. Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Rolling with the version 3 green touch racks. Here we go, the echo blowers.
Yep.
These seem to be the big thing down here. I've seen
Leaves,
some people
bro.
with the Red Max 8500s or something, but most people that I see now, this is what they're rocking, man. The PB9010s, especially during the leaf season.
Yeah. During leaves, you gotta have these, especially like if it's remotely wet, bro. These 770s, they ain't doing nothing. You're just playing around. And we got all our hand tools on the wall. Very first blower I ever purchased. I would never get rid of that.
Yeah, I kind of feel bad that I got rid of my first ever blower.
We had to tie the straps back on. It still runs too. It still works. I use that on some of the Mow Wells videos. Then we got all our trimmers and all that with the PAS system. Some more blowers, and we label all our equipment, and then we log it into the computer. That way we know when it was purchased, and if it like keeps breaking down, we're like, all right, number 2, obviously that's an old one. Like, no, we're not gonna keep putting money into that. We'll just buy a new one. So we label all like that, the blowers, weed eaters, and the mowers. That's how we keep up with like oil changes and stuff like that. We got a brand new mailbox right here that we have to put in for somebody when we bumped into their mailbox. It was Keith.
Come on, Keith.
And then we got the little, is this the little, the little giant, bro. The best light. You got one?
Yep.
Bruh, you can't beat that thing.
Fire, bro.
Cause on hills, like especially here, bro, we got a lot of hills. So when you're trimming stuff on a hill, you gotta be able to let one side down lower just for safety, and then even still having the guy at the bottom holding it. But yeah, this thing makes trimming large hollies and stuff like that on hills way easier. Then
I see you got the jack over here.
Yeah. Whatever
These
that
things are a must. I think this is
it's a Ballard one.
Yeah, the super jack.
Yeah, gotta have that.
Yeah, I agree.
Must have. Then over here, just more miscellaneous stuff, tools, anything we find on properties we put over here. So we got golf clubs, BB gun, an axe, a big knife.
The Rambo knife.
Yeah, dude, that thing's crazy. Yeah, anything we find, we just hang it up on the wall.
You got all these things. I know, me personally, I know that you do, but tell us a little bit about the Mow Wells channel where you do the yard makeovers.
Oh man, so, you know, saw my boy, actually I saw Al Blades before I saw SB Mowing, so I saw them doing it, and then I saw SB Mowing, I was like, man, I want to try that, because I was already on YouTube doing like kind of lawn care vlogs or whatever. You know, they weren't doing nothing, they weren't monetized or anything like that, so I found this abandoned cemetery, mowed it, recorded it, put it online, and was monetized off one video, like that video. But you know, I already had like 300 subscribers, but that video took me across the threshold or whatever. And once I seen that and seen the numbers, I was like, oh, I think I'm onto something. So then just kept doing it. Only bad thing for me is I've not been consistent, but obviously because I'm running a business and I got 4 kids, so I still no excuse, but I'll never weekly upload just because I ain't got enough time for all that. Yeah. And the lines I be doing be crazy, so they're way more in depth than everybody else's. Like, it ain't just mowing. Like, I'm cutting trees down, doing fence lines, and really transforming the property. So, but yeah, it's awesome, man. We're up to 80,000 subs.
That's cool, man. Make sure you go subscribe to his channel, man. And
need that 100.
That's something you could do.
Need that 100.
Make some tall grass short. Let's go.
And then over here we got chainsaws, loppers, the attachments for the weed eater or whatever. Then hedge trimmers over here, garbage bags, oil, stuff like that, tarps. Just
Darvin's grips.
Random stuff.
You definitely need that. Mow Wells is 6'4". Every time I walk around, I'm usually the smallest person.
Man, you gotta have it. I don't know how I survived so long without it. And then we come into here. This is where the guys clock in, and they'll keep, like, some guys keep their boots here,
This is the first time I've seen one of these.
Bro, this is I did a lot of YouTube research on trying to find like the best clock in, clock out, you know, punch clock or whatever. And this is definitely, it's been great, man. It's easy to change. What is it? Daylight savings time, that's easy. Man, it's so simple, bro.
I will put a link to this in the description.
Yeah, so like when they come to clock in, it's on in, they just drop it in. It knows where to, like what line to put it on based on the date and stuff. And then when they leave, they just press the out button and then it moves it over to out. So at the end of the week, the crew leader for that crew, each day they'll write their lunchtime and then they'll do the man hour stuff and then write the hours down at the bottom and initial it. And that's only done by the crew leader. And then I'll go through and double check it or make sure all the math's right. But that's how we do it.
I've done a lot of shop tours and people have had employees and everything. I've never seen that. So I don't know how other people are doing it, but now you have at least one option through this shop tour. Yeah. If you're watching the U-Punch system, that's fire, bro.
I thought about doing it like on an iPad, but I just, man, if it's dead, somebody takes it, like it was too, I ain't like that. And then I didn't want to be responsible for clocking people in because then that means I have to be here every morning. So this was like just the best option for what we're trying to do or whatever. And we got some tools and stuff in here, weed eater parts. We got our 2-stroke oil.
Boys loaded up.
And then on this side, we got all our chemicals and stuff. We got our key box right here for all our trucks. We got our, I don't even know what you would call that.
Mission statement, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So I made an acronym. ChatGPT made an acronym.
Shout out to ChatGPT.
Yeah, but that's why I was like, man, I gotta have something to like we could have, you know, so guys can see it or whatever. But our little statement's community focused, quality driven. So that's what we kind of go off of. Then we got our labor law stuff up here. Shout out to OSHA.
Shout out to OSHA.
And then this is the old podcasting room / camera stuff. All my camera stuff's over here. I got a lot, I know.
Wow.
I'll be getting excited and just buying stuff I don't even need. And all that's got like accessories in it and we got lights, all type of shit.
See, this is the behind the scenes stuff of people who do YouTube. Well, I don't even have this much stuff, but my goodness, this is what happens though. You start posting videos and you see these cool things, you like, yeah, I need to get that
too.
Yep,
for no reason.
It turns out all I use is a GoPro. That's it, just a GoPro and a couple mics. But he got to get all these different angles to make his videos, to make them, you know, satisfying, right, Alex?
Yeah.
Here's the man right here.
The GOAT.
The GOAT, MJ.
And then we use some whiteboard paint over here on the wall. We got it like Home Depot or Lowe's or whatever. That way we can write, like we do our shrub trimming and stuff like that, notes. With Cycle CPA, they give you like your labor rate or whatever. I forget what it's called, but it's a very important number. And 23 was horrible, and we got it down in 24, and it actually went lower than that. It's how much you pay your guys or whatever, like what a percentage of the whole business. So you want to keep that as low as possible. So we had a whole meeting, and I wrote all this up here so they could visually see it. And then you got the couch, just in case the wife kicks me out. Nah, but you know, people chilling here. When I was doing podcasts, like people would be chilling in here while we're filming and stuff like that. So that's one of my homeboys gave me this. Then we go into the kitchen. This is where we get our ice every morning.
It's the first kitchen I've seen too.
Shout out to Element. They sponsored one of my YouTube videos, and they sent me a lot of drinks. That's why some of them are here, because my wife was getting tired of seeing all the boxes at the house, so I had to bring them. Like literally, bro, I'm not even playing. It's crazy. But what they'll do is at the end of the day, the guys will fill up the water and put it in the fridge. And one crew will get all the ice out, because this thing that, you know, obviously it's just a home ice maker, so it doesn't make like a ton, but they'll go ahead and put all the ice in it, put it in the fridge, that way it's cold the next day. Then the next morning, the other crew will get their water out and then put the ice in there, so that they both have ice for the day.
Yeah.
But we always do that at the end of the day to save time in the morning, because you know, guys are slower in the mornings. In the afternoons, they want to get gone, so they fill up all the sprayers, the ice, try to get them to get the gas at the end of the day. And we got more coolers over here, more Element stuff. Bro, when I tell you they've sent me like 10 of these boxes, bro, I'm not exaggerating. So I keep these here for the guys to use. They're just like the little packets.
Oh, and they can just put them in the water.
Yeah. And this is basically, it's like liquid IV is like what it's equivalent to. And they got all the different flavors, so they love that. And since I got these now, used to I just buy like 4 or 5 of the big Gatorade tubs.
Yeah.
And if they want to mix it in their water, they can. I just do that because, you know, nobody wants to drink water all day.
No doubt.
So And they like that too, so saves them some money and time. They don't have to stop at the gas station. Yeah, so when I got this space, my wife did all the interior, what is, you know, the Midtown thing right here, all the pictures and stuff like that. I killed both her snake plants. She hadn't been here in a while, so she don't know. And then this used to be my desk where I would edit, especially edit because I had the 2 screens and do like all the office work. But I got tired of not being able to, like, with my back to the door, bro. I've been through some shit, man, so I don't like having my back to the door. So then I moved my desk over here so I could see directly out the window, and it felt like a better workspace. Like being able to see outside,
being able to have that light,
yeah. Even though like the light was hitting right here, but I couldn't see nothing, so people would pull up and knock on the door, just come in. I'd be like, man, I don't even know who this is. So right there, I can see everything.
Yeah.
And it's just having the light. So I got the smaller desk, but I still got the 2 screens. Just put my iPad up right there.
No doubt.
And then we're running these this year on the trucks.
What is this?
It's called Optimus. I got them off Amazon. So it's like, the subscription's probably like $130 for the year. It just tracks like the miles. It's GPS, so but all you have to do is hook it directly to the battery and then mount it on the battery, that's it. And then you register it and then you pull up on the app, so I know where all the trucks are and the mileage. So basically that's what we really got it for the mileage, so I had proof of business miles. But then it tells you like if somebody's speeding, it tells you a lot of information. But I did a lot of research on that, so you can cancel anytime. So it's not like you're locked into something.
Yeah.
I just went ahead and paid for the year because it was like, you get like a 10% discount or whatever. But they're on Amazon. I think it was like $100 plus $100 for the year or whatever. So
for each one, or
yeah, for each one. Yeah. So these 2 still got to go on the trucks. We just got that other Isuzu back the other day, so I haven't put it on there yet. But there's one on the Titan and one on the diesel truck, I think, or maybe the ramp rat truck. I don't know.
These are some cool things I'm learning today. All types of these shop tours, bro. That's why I love doing them so much. You get to learn so much from other people and how they're being successful in the business. But before we close this thing out, Alex, I always ask, why should someone get into owning a business, especially here in the green industry?
Man, I'm biased, bro. I don't think you should, unless you're really, really prepared to work your ass off, especially those first 5 years, man. People think you're gonna have more time leaving your job, bro. That is false. You're about to be working, you know, unless you just grow your business super, super fast. The first 5 years, man, I ate shit for 5 years, bro. I did. I grinded. You know, I missed time with my kids. It was tough. It was very, very tough, but it's all paid off now. Like, I take my kids to school, pick them up, so I'm not even here in the mornings. That's why I have Keith, so he gets everything going, man. So if you're prepared to work really, really hard, you can do something really great, but you gotta be prepared to work hard. And it's not even working hard, you gotta work smart too, because the work is easy. Mowing stripes and edging and all that, that's easy. Bro, it's running the business that's hard. And I don't think a lot of people talk about that enough. That's the hard part. Communicating with your customers, you know, keeping track of all your invoicing, your insurance, all your bills, all that, making sure it's running smoothly. So the behind the scenes is definitely more stressful. The work is fun, but to grow, you gotta handle the behind the scenes stuff and get yourself out of that field. So if you're still in that field, year 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, the longer you push it, it's gonna keep going. You gotta get out. You gotta get out and trust somebody that they're gonna go out and mow. You know, they might not be, if you're 100%, their work might be 85, but as long as the customers ain't complaining, you gotta be satisfied with that 85. They're gonna make mistakes, they're gonna break stuff. Like Keith brought that mailbox. Shit happens. You just budget for it. I didn't even say nothing to him. I was like, bro, just fix it, whatever, cool. So if you're gonna get into the business, get into it to grow, because if you plan to get in and stay solo, you're a broke ankle away from everything shutting down, or a broke leg away, or a sickness, or something like that. So I tell that to anybody I ever talk to, I'm like, get in it with a plan to get out of the truck as soon as you can, or at least get another truck running. That way you have a backup crew to handle your stuff. That's like my biggest thing, man, because you know you don't see it happen often, but you don't want to be that person that you break your leg in the middle of summer and now you're trying to find somebody to mow your lawns and customers just start canceling.
Yeah, because they want their stuff done.
Yeah, they don't care about what you got going on. I mean, some of them do, but not all of them.
No doubt.
You know, so that would be my message, man. Come up with a plan, like an actual business plan, and you can utilize ChatGPT. You don't got to use your little pea brain. You go on ChatGPT and say, I want to run a landscaping business. You know, where do I start? It'll tell you everything, bro. It literally will tell you step by step on what to do. and just follow that. And like I said, get out of the field as quickly as you can and prepare yourself to have that guy take your spot. And then you just keep multiplying. And I think Mike Andy said for every 8 or 10 guys in the field, you want to have 1 admin person. So right now we got 5 guys, 6 guys in the field, you know, whatever the number is. So right now I'm that admin person, but as we keep going, then I'm gonna pull somebody out. That way they can manage, you know, clients, crews, stuff like that, kind of like an operations manager essentially. So, you know, I follow a lot of his stuff, and that's kind of where we're trying to get to eventually.
Yeah, I love it. Well, I hope you enjoyed this shop tour video. If you did, you can click on this video here. But as always, I love you, I appreciate you, I wish you nothing but success. And remember, the Creator created you to be creative, so create the life that you want, because Alex and me, we're out. Peace.